Astrology here. Welcome to day 11. I'm doing so much better as there are fewer and fewer days left of the New Year Magic series. So as a reminder, we have started on the spring equinox, which was 11 days ago, and we are using these 12 days in between the beginning of the astrological new year on the equinox until the end of the month, which is tomorrow, to set intentions that align with each sign of the zodiac. That way, the seeds that we plant through this intention setting over these 12 days will begin to bloom and sprout, not only over the course of the next 12 months, but particularly during the astrological season that we're planting them. So today is Aquarius Day. So that means that any intentions that you work on today and you set today, especially those aligned with Aquarius energy, will particularly bloom during Aquarius season, which is the end of January through the beginning of February. So when we're thinking about those Aquarian themes for your intention setting, what does that mean? Aquarius is all about freedom. It's about innovation, eccentricity, really being your most authentic self, even if that is not in alignment with what other people think. Hello, rhythmic frequencies. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you here. So in terms of what are you going to plant seeds for with that Aquarius energy today, if one of your goals over the next 12 months is to kind of shed the concern about what other people think about you, or to more deeply embrace your authentic self, today's the day to take those baby steps toward that, or big steps, up to you. You also have the tool, as always, the free New Year Magic Notion template. I realize that the calendar piece isn't going to be as important as we wrap this journey up, but what will be important is that each sign, regardless of the calendar day, you can also see it in list view. So you can still get the vibe and the energy of every single sign, even if you're not planting your seeds of intention on that exact day. So, really the big question to ask yourself on Aquarius Day is, how can I be my most authentic self over the next 12 months? What do I need to do in order to align with my authentic self? And I think this ties into our Capricorn energy of yesterday, right? How do you blend the energies of both your actual self and the self that goes out there and works and has a job and does all the things that you need to do on a regular basis? And so today, taking that a step further is actually being that person, and maybe being a little bit eccentric, maybe not aligning with what people think that you should be. So that is really looking at your vision of the future. What does your most authentic self want for yourself over the next 12 years as well? Because Aquarius is also a visionary sign, the inventor of the zodiac. So a great day to think about that vision for yourself as well. Another piece of Aquarian energy is definitely a bit of detachment. So one of the benefits of being an Aquarius, since that's my sun sign, but that Aquarian energy is able to step back and observe. It's able to detach a little bit from whether it's personal relationships, emotions, whatever the case may be, to really get that 30,000 foot view and the lay of the land and a bigger perspective of what's actually happening. So if there's anything that you're looking to do over the next year where you are looking to get a little bit of perspective, take a step back, then today would be a day to kind of figure out how you want to do that and what that looks like. Aquarius is also in line with that visionary energy, thinking about things in a way that it hasn't been thought about before, right? So there's that inventor energy. So again, depending on what your intentions are, even if you're just taking today to align with that Aquarian energy, just reminding yourself, like, how can I think out of the box, which is such a cliche expression, but really pushing yourself to be that visionary, to not stick to the status quo, to, again, not worry about what people think so that you can go outside of I just drew a box, even though I said I hate thinking out of the box as a phrase, but you get the picture. So those are your themes for Aquarius Day. I'm going to pull out my Prism Oracle deck again today so I don't forget. And since we are wrapping up this whole series, tomorrow's our last day. So I think it's also really important to think about the journey as a whole. So we started with Aries Day, and that was kicking off the whole cycle, right? So a day equals a month, 12 days equals a year. And it was really about that fresh start, the spring cleaning, spring intention setting, all of that stuff. And now we're going to be coming along back to Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac tomorrow. And I think it'll also be really important for us to think about, how do you want to close out the year, right? It's really when we get to Pisces season, and I think we talked about this, I did on some of my Instagram posts, but it's, how do you close out the year? How do you reflect back on what has been accomplished, what went well, what didn't go well, and reflection was our Prism Oracle card yesterday. So start thinking about that in terms of your intention setting tomorrow. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but I think beginning to align with that reflective energy is a good idea as we close out this journey. So let's see what today's Aquarius card is, and it's the second time we've pulled this. I think it's so cool. It's the Magic card, and there's a reason this is called New Year Magic, and probably a reason why we got this card for a second time. I think we got this, I don't remember when it was. It was pretty early on though. But in terms of the color purple, it's a signal that you're in the process of creating a deeper relationship with your intuition, higher self, or higher source. So the fact that we've gotten this card a couple of times, and it's the same purple card, I think is really cool, the way the universe is speaking to us. And then the card itself is magic is real. It's the spark and the excitement that comes out of nowhere, the act of manifestation, which is exactly what we're doing, or the feeling of creating something from nothing. It is all of these things and more. This card represents the need to acknowledge the magic and sense of wonder within your life. It's happening around you all the time. You just need to look for it. I love that so much. And if you're new to astrology, again, I think this whole exercise, whether you're watching these videos on March 30th or this year, next year, or December 30th, it doesn't matter. As someone who may be newer to astrology and is just starting to understand either your own chart, or charts of your friends, or whatever is going on in the world, understand yourself better, understand what's going on. I think understanding the signs is one of the 3 key parts of learning the alphabet in the language of astrology. So these videos, the New Year Magic Notion template, are both really good tools to help you figure out what parts of you align with each of these signs, because we all have all 12 signs in our chart, and therefore we all have all 12 signs in ourselves. So thank you for joining me for Aquarius Day. Always available for questions via DM or email at hi@cosmicmoves.com. And thank you so much for sticking with this for day 11. I'm so excited for day 12. And tomorrow we'll be wrapping things up with Pisces Day. So have a great afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.